cabinet coming in. Final.
Scrolling through the noise again. Same old spin, same pale trend. Yeah. Then I hear that daily drip pull me in. I take a sip. Oh yeah. Gem in the cut, breaking game down. Dame do the math. Talking state, talking playgrounds, politics, pockets in the post that they push. What's real, what's cap, what's cooked, what's hush, yeah. Left talk, right talk, who's sane, who's selling? I'm just trying to find the truth they ain't telling. Left through the chaos, learn through the shade. Turn my late night doubts into decade plays. It's that daily drip. Tune in, tap in, got me leaning in close. Hit like satin on skin. Talk tech, talk checks, talk sense. I can spin if you like how it feels. Hit that like, tell a friend. It's that daily drip, wisdom on replay. I'm subscribed to the vibe, let it wash my day. From the clicks to the coins to the culture we meant. If you ride with the real, hit subscribe. Lock in, talk chips in the phone and the chips in the bank. Who owning my data while I chase these ranks? Timeline tweak, whole mood reshape. They show me the strings, how the big plays take. From the vote to the quote to the stocks in the sky. They break it down plain, why it all hit my life. Make a plan from the jokes, turn the gems into fuel. Baby girl, take notes, graduate from the fool. This that daily drip, tune in, tap in, got me leaning in close. Hit like satin on skin. Talk tech, talk checks, talk sense. I could spin if you like how it feels. Hit that like, tell a friend. This that daily drip, wisdom on replay. I'm subscribed to the vibe, let it wash my day. From the clicks to the coins to the culture we meant. If you ride with the real, hit subscribe. Lock in, late night screen glow on my face. They be talking about the code and the cost of.
Hey y'all, welcome to our daily drip show. I am your co-host Jim Jones. Along with me, we have my man, Plain Dane.
What up? What up? What's going on, drippers? How's it going?
Let me go ahead and show our faces real quick. Hey y'all, so today we have a special treat for y'all. We are doing a live of the State of the Union. So I will bring the audio in. There'll be some times where we cut out. We're going to do some fact checking in the back and give y'all the reference to where we're getting it from. But before we get into that, hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And before we get into taking it off mute so y'all can hear, I'm Jim Jones. I am your text me, I guess you could say, along with the female perspective, giving you a little bit of that daily drip on that. And along with me is my brother, Plain Dane.
Yes. Like I've spoken before, I'm weird with intros, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me. But I am a specialist in risk aversion. Some people may call it insurance. I'm in the health insurance space, but also in entrepreneurial space. I've existed there for more than 2 decades at this point. So yeah, dripping on that. And we're really about to see how our pockets are about to be affected a little bit with this good old State of the Union. We will be bringing that.
Let me stop. I know you hate that.
I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. Long as they pretty when they do it. Yeah, it's them 1 hour. You
We
chill.
also throw in a little bit of jokes, trying to make it lightness on some of this stuff, but we do get serious and bring in some of that perspective as well. It's not like probably not going to be some opinions in here that you might be a little surprised to hear and just give you a different perspective. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and play a little bit. Let's hear a little bit of the sound on that.
This will be a different type of State of the Union for our viewers and more importantly, our voters at home. You're going to see something you maybe have never seen before on live television, which is parts of this chamber empty. More than 30 Democrats are protesting the State of the Union. Lawmakers, both senators, members of the House, and they've decided not to show up. So we are thinking at some point we're going to see empty seats once everyone sits down. Ryan Nobles is live for us right now inside the chamber. Ryan, what do we expect to see?
If this was a Democratic
protesting
president, how mad would people be, though?
State of the Union that I've covered inside the chamber.
How disrespectful! That's all you've been hearing. It was disrespectful. So
non-American. I'm actually very surprised that it's just no. I mean, there's a lot of people who are against
whether or not those
some of the actions taken, but I'm very surprised.
We are now talking
just not coming at all.
Perhaps as many as 40 members of the House and Senate on the Democratic side choosing not to
attend
this speech here tonight. Many of them participating in what they're calling
my favorite senators in the House
down on the National Mall.
Drop some drip if y'all got a favorite politician.
Yeah, drop the name of who your favorite politician is, and why. I was telling I was talking to my dad earlier, and I was telling him about here comes President Trump. But I was telling him about Josh Hawley, and he was like, "Who's Josh Hawley?" I'm like, "Dad, how you know who Josh is?" I said, "Plain Jane talk about him all the time." And so my dad was cackling. He's like, "I have no idea who that is." I was like, "Well, it's the way that he presents stuff that just makes you remember him." You know what I'm saying? He's like, when you go into a presentation and someone's speaking, you're like, "Oh, I remember that dude Josh who talked," because the way he presented it.
Josh is like the baby mama with the BlackBerry, the big fat one, sitting there like, "Oh, so you don't know Judy? So you don't know her?" Well, according to Judy.
Right. Matter of fact, Judy, how you get this money? How you know that money was going to drop? No, I'm just kidding.
Right though.
I was telling because he was talking about Jasmine Crockett. My dad really likes Jasmine Crockett. I know you don't like her all like that, but he was talking about her.
I don't dislike her. That's the thing. I like the old Jasmine. I don't like the reincarnated Jasmine. I like Jasmine when she first showed up. That's the Jasmine I know. You know what I mean? When it showed,
he was talking about how real she is. He was like, "She's very real." I'm like, the way, and that's how we got to Josh. I said the way that she explains stuff and the terms, the way, like the level of how she explains stuff is similar. Like Josh don't really be talking over people's heads. He like, you see that? That's that pie chart.
We know what the big focus of this speech is going to be, and what Republicans want the focus of the speech to be. I can tell you, I've spent the last couple of days talking with voters, Trump voters, people who supported the president. Almost every single one of them said, "I need to hear him talk about."
Definitely not the same, but I was just saying the way they communicate is relatively similar.
I don't want to hear about Greenland.
Yeah, no, they make it to where you understand. There's no way you're gonna lie and say you don't get it.
And you remember,
and these are people
that's the
who
key.
backed him. I asked for a grade. A lot of them said, B, C. Basically, they're willing to give him some time so that they can feel better about how they are doing with.
Drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see President Trump talk about Greenland? Are you over it? Or any other country or any of, purchasing type of things? Do y'all want to hear about tariffs? Like, let us know if y'all want to hear about tariffs. If y'all what are you looking forward to being addressed tonight? Definitely want to know what y'all want to hear about.
Right.
I know. What do you want to hear?
I definitely want to hear him talk about Mexico, how they plan on handling that. I definitely want to hear about hear about what they're going to talk about with these tariffs. Since it seemed like, they're trying to control how you shoot that money back out. So I want to hear him talk tough about that. I ain't gonna lie. It's almost like a serious comedian is about to get up there. It's hard to take him seriously. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So you think that it's gonna be? I totally forgot to turn this light on. You think it's gonna be funny?
He's too New York not to be sarcastic. He's gonna comment about half of people not being there. He's gonna comment about the Democrats not showing up. It's gonna be a lot of that type of action going on. We know it. You know.
Is there any policy you want to hear about? I personally, outside of inflation, we all want to hear about inflation. But is there anything outside of inflation you want to hear about?
Not really. I want to hear him talk some money. I want him to talk that money. I mean, honestly, because that's what's on everybody's mind, anyways.
I wonder if he's gonna talk about them files. Let's go. Because he's not
in a good mood, even though he was in a room full of the media. Sometimes, I
also wonder if he's gonna talk about the Supreme Court.
Every week, Peter Alexander knows that better than
I think he definitely gonna say something about
he did.
The
he
Supreme
seemed
Court.
energized by this.
I don't think he's gonna be mute about anything. Look at his face. Look at his smug face. You know he's about to say something crazy. Look at him.
Top Republicans are wondering, will he actually stick to the script tonight?
We're going to hear the Speaker of the House.
I didn't know there's like a script they have. They have a script they have to go on? I mean, I guess that makes sense because you're giving an actual speech. So,
Oh, that was an interesting comment.
I didn't know that they had a script, but like I said, I guess that makes it's not like it's a debate, right? So I guess they would try to gear the conversation. He probably has talking points, right, of all the things that people care about. Let's see what he thinks.
The high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's really an honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States.
Boy, it's incredibly tall. My goodness.
Yeah.
Second Lady of the United States.
Okay. Introducing the ladies. Okay. Off to a positive start. That guy gonna be a senator or something.
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans.
I think
our nation is back,
pregnant, if
bigger,
I'm not mistaken.
better, richer,
like
and stronger than ever before.
Drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that this is going to be very formal, or do you think that it's going to be very layman's terms, or do you think it's going to be
less than
fiery?
5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And
off of something today.
we've seen nothing yet.
What?
We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Went off the cuff a little bit right there.
Maybe they might have wrote that for him, but that's actually, I'm surprised. Yeah. This is very written. Interesting. Let's see where this goes.
He playing it. He playing it cool.
That's interesting. There we go.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world.
That's how he make it sound like he entered into the office.
I can
like
say
he sat down
and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
Okay. Oh, they go to one. Oh, is that from the last time?
And
Or is that now?
We will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back.
No, that's live.
Border is secure.
That's live.
This dude, man, I'm so sick of him.
Who is that?
That's the
Today our border is
that's
secure.
Democrat Al Green.
Our spirit is restored.
In Texas.
Inflation is plummeting.
Okay. They made it seem like he was somebody who just wandered in there. That's why I'm like, what's going on?
He kind of is roaring like never before. And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is respected again, perhaps like never before.
I mean, I don't know about that.
You make it sound so good, Donnie.
I don't know about all that.
After 4 years,
they scared of us outside of the
millions
States.
And millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked. We now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far.
I mean, I also don't know about that because coming across the water would have been the most secure border back in the day when you had to walk in.
0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
That's an interesting statistic.
Yeah.
Respect that one.
But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
Yeah, they got
the flow
Congressman Al Green was the only Democrat there.
56% in 1 year.
Oh, man.
And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%.
Okay, so far, what do y'all drop some drip in the comments? Do you think that what he's saying is facts, or you think it's cap? Put a cap, think it's cap. If you think it's facts, put thumbs up or a check mark.
Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited,
drop some drip in the comments. You getting gas for under $2? Where you getting gas?
$1.
I'm still paying almost $3 a gallon.
It's close. It's close to 2 and some change where we are, but yeah, for the most part, it's definitely close to $3.
Yeah, like who are you talking about? Where are you talking about? Montana? Where you at? What's going on?
Norfolk, Mississippi.
In 4 years and falling fast. And the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year.
That could be true.
And low
if interest rates go down.
The Biden created housing
dropping
problem
around our way.
Protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both.
How are you going to do both? Somebody got to buy it. Make it make sense.
And we are going to keep it that way.
Oh.
The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that. 1 year. boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans. They're
802s.
all
He talking about them
gaining. Everybody's up,
802s.
way up.
How many of y'all got them 802s?
Years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
Interesting. Elizabeth Warren over there like,
Liz
what?
Warren like, she like fact check that.
She got a press conference. I know she got one right after this. You know how she
more
do.
than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. The hottest.
Yeah, no. Where's my cap at? Where's my cap?
Hey, you 2 seconds from saying you heard.
I don't know about all that.
We
definitely
hottest
losing
country.
jobs like crazy here.
Plants and laboratories are being built. We have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger.
That's all the illegals you got up out of here. That's farm labor jobs
oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
But I thought they didn't want to touch it. I thought
oil,
Exxon and the rest of them was like,
consistency is nasty
American
with it.
Natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill.
drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that what he's saying is A, true, but B, that you agree with this? Like, this is what you wanted.
More Americans are
checking on the live fact checking on pbs.org. If you're interested, take a look there.
About that. Anytime in the history of our country, more working today, and 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector. We ended DEI in America.
So I fact checked
number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
Oh, we done lost the feed. We done lost the feed.
They chopped us? Did we get chopped?
No, we didn't got kicked off the feed. Now I gotta put it up here. He dropped the feed on us and said, nope, not today. Not
you gotta
today.
Find a new feed.
I got one.
Feed y'all from a new feed.
I'm going.
We stay strapped. We stay strapped, baby. It's up.
Oh, you already ready? Okay, I have one ready.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country.
Okay, now.
You knew it was coming.
You sound about like one of them chicks trying to get a couple dollars talking about you. You the best daddy. You the best daddy. That's what that sounds like. They lying to y'all.
Like the State of the Union is supposed to be for
Here
something
with us
else.
tonight is a group of winners who just
You know what
made
it
the
sound like?
entire
This sound like
nation
wrestling
proud.
with Ric Flair be
The
like,
men's
I'm high flying.
medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Fact check real quick, y'all. Encounters with illegals across the U.S. border has dropped significantly, though. It's not zero, but illegals have went from 61,000 encounters to 10. It said it's dropped nearly 10 times compared to the 61,000 in January 2025. So definitely a lot less, according to that fact check.
Okay. Catch me up on everything because when I dropped in, it looked like he was just playing the same greatest hits. I mean, we could still roll, but
so I'm checking the fact check. I dropped. Go to pbs.org, y'all, if you're interested. They have a fact check. Basically, he said that inflation is at record levels
okay,
when he
all the
inherited
same
it.
bullshit talking points.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same talking points before. The only thing he was just saying, like, you know, like the U.S., like people are excited about working with the U.S. and that we're a great country, and basically that jobs are created.
Jobs.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
think right now we're
When I
talking
dropped
about
in, he
inflation.
came in on the jobs in construction, which will be because of like data center jobs. But
That too.
that's pretty much it.
I'm
Okay.
trying to think what else did he talk about. He also talked about he started off.
It was kind of loud. I'll turn it down some too.
Yeah, it is. We
Okay. Okay.
but
good.
yeah, he's talking about the economy part. This is what I think most people are tuned in for anyways. Also, Olympic hockey team. Oh yeah, somebody came in. Who was it, Dame, that you said play name? You said that came in, they had a sign.
Congressman Al Green. You know,
they kicked him out. Said, "Get out of here."
He did his regular, but they ain't let him get it off the way. They ain't let him get it off this time. They politely just showed him the door.
And they said it's going to be probably more empty seats than before. A lot of Democrats are essentially protesting, going or boycotting rather. So
it's not, but it's a lot of them there. I mean, Elizabeth.
there's a lot.
Some of the main ones. Elizabeth Warren is there. You know, Al Green. I don't even understand what's his purpose at this point. He walked in with a damn sign. I'm like, come on, dude.
What did the sign say?
I really couldn't even tell. Yeah, you really couldn't tell.
They ushered him out before he could even get it off.
Yeah, he tried to get it, yelling at somebody.
He tried to come in yelling, and they ushered him right back out. Quickly, like, dude, we ain't got time for that. Yeah. We let you get it off last time. They're like, you're not doing that twice.
Too. It's tooth gone.
Oh yeah. That's the one that took the picture with the tooth freshly broken.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna lose a tooth, do it in the Olympics. I mean, to be honest,
and that's how that go. I mean,
man, if I'm gonna lose a tooth, don't lose it in Little League.
And actually, not all of them did get up, but they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women, who will soon be coming to the White House.
Oh, the men's and women's hockey team won. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
The women were saying they wasn't coming. That was a whole thing. So I guess he worked that out or whatever. They probably still won't. They probably still won't show.
I mean, I could only imagine. Never mind. Let me not say that on wax. I was gonna say the demographics probably don't align with him, to be honest with you.
They were in the Oval Office before, and I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck. Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practice that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question.
Do y'all think that in the past that presidents have done more social things like this?
No.
Like I don't remember ever really them doing that.
No, because
like having this level, because like it's very serious. It's usually like a very serious, like, this is where the country is today. This is how we got here. This is what is currently happening, and then this is what we're doing to get to XYZ. if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
State of the Union is traditionally formal. This is more energy. It's like a pep rally more so than the State of the Union.
Yes,
That's
I
a
would
good
agree
take.
with that. That's a good take. Yeah, I would agree
Yeah.
with that.
But I
I
just
just wanted to make
want
sure I tapped
tell
in
you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Is that the one who lost it too?
No, that's the goalie.
Oh, the goalie. Okay.
I wonder, is he the one that grabbed the daughter of the guy that passed away in the car accident? I wonder, is that why they doing that?
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best. And I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no. And every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
So he said that he ended DEI in America. Fact check says that some of his executive orders have been reversed, modified, or blocked in courts. So that's not necessarily true, but it's not untrue because he did create legal parameters to try to end DEI in America. Another thing that, yeah, go ahead.
I want to talk about the Presidential Medal of Freedom and why it hasn't really been given out too much. Because it recognizes like especially like big monumentous types of things. It's usually over a longer period of time that someone gets the Medal of Freedom. It's usually around security or national interests of the United States. Something big,
I'm
like
looking
contributing to
now.
world peace, stuff like that.
It was established by Harry S. Truman. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, the person is in rare air, but you know that he'd be along the lines of people in art and culture, like Denzel Washington got the Presidential Medal of Freedom, right, for contributions. I don't know if he'd been around that long playing hockey, but it's still significant nonetheless.
In total, there's been 674 awarded. President Trump has done 25 of them. Biden did 57. Obama did 118. Lyndon B. Johnson did 89, and Ronald Reagan did 86, and Clinton did 89.
Here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
Sending me to bed.
And Los Angeles is going to be safe.
That's crazy.
Just like
I have some
DC
names of people who got the medals of freedom from President Trump. So we can get an idea of who, if y'all want to go through a high level some of this list.
Well, he moved on to safer things.
Oh, okay.
And I must say, I got them both. I got them in the first term, and I was disappointed.
I'll say that for later.
Didn't think I'd be the president when this happened, but strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news.
It's already known that a lot of countries going to be boycotting.
Celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Okay,
100
is he
years.
Yeah,
Is
he
this
right
the
there.
is that the man sitting down?
Yeah, the one
Yeah, that's
sitting down.
cool.
Okay.
Cool
Oh,
Oh no, it's
acknowledgement.
the
standing
guy
up.
standing
Oh
up.
no.
Oh, okay.
All
He said, "Nah, that's me. That's me."
Said, wait a minute.
He said, "Hold on,
The
no,
other dude
I'm
look 100.
all right."
I'm saying, yeah, dude like his father. After he stood
Wow.
up, he's like, wait a minute. He called my name.
It's a World War II veteran. He's
Hey.
been around for a minute.
So,
That's
buddy,
a
you're
nice
a
hat.
brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClament closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she
All
was
right. Well,
going
you
to
can go
die.
ahead and
Those prayers were
bring
answered
up
when
the
Coast Guard
points that you were
Rescue
going to talk about
Service Scott
earlier.
Ruskin
No, you just asked about the Medal of Freedom. So
Yeah.
a couple of notable people and President Trump has given the Medal of Freedom include Bob Cousy, Charlie Kirk, Rush Limbaugh, I think Elvis Presley, Babe
Oh,
Ruth,
posthumously.
Tiger Woods. I'm trying to think of just like big name people that everybody would pretty much
Well,
know.
shit, he might as well go down the golf train. He give it to Arnold Palmer.
Alan Cedric Page. No. And then Biden, some people that people might know is Simone Biles, Michael Bloomberg, Bono, Hillary Clinton, James Clyburn, Pope Francis, Michael J. Fox,
They were seeing the winds were blowing, the rain was pouring,
Al Gore
everything was going
Jr., Steve Jobs, Magic Johnson, Clarence B. Jones,
Tonight, Scott
Robert
and
F.
Lily
Kennedy,
are here
which I
together,
think is
reunited
Robert
for the very
John
first
Okay,
Kerry.
you don't gotta go all the way down
So,
there.
but that's just to give you an idea of like Biden versus Trump. And Biden has issued far more. He issued 57. Trump has issued 25, and Obama has issued 118. Like, I'll give you a couple people off Obama. Kareem. Did he give it to his? Oh, I was gonna say, I think he gave it to himself. Robert De Niro, like so, like people, like famous people.
Awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what.
So I don't really have much to say about him giving it to the hockey Olympian, you know.
And I'd like to have the military aide to please come down and take care of the service. Military aid, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans.
Oh, I know what Al Green's sign said, by the way. Y'all ready to hear what it said?
What?
It said, Black people aren't apes.
Every single one of them voted against
Oh, okay.
these really
Okay.
important and very necessary massive tax cuts.
One of the fact checks to note.
Large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead.
Hold on.
But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax
Oh,
on
that's him with this
overtime,
mic.
and no tax
His
on
mic
Social
sucks.
Security for our great seniors.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have to call cap on the no tax on tips.
We already know
The
it's no tax on
overtime.
tips is bullshit.
So the real tea on the overtime is like if you had time and a half or a double time, it was you didn't get taxed on the time.
Half.
So on the half.
Yeah, it ain't. You got taxed on the
But like
time.
you still got taxed on your normal tax. It wasn't like if I work 44 hours, I still got, I didn't get like all 44. If I worked the extra, what was it, extra 20 hours over or something like that, you didn't get like excluded from the 20 hours flat, if I'm not mistaken. Is that how it was explained, I think? I'm trying to remember how I explained it.
Children, beautiful, 2 children. During the day,
It wasn't
while
all the
waiting
money. You didn't get
tables
all
at
your
night,
money. Long story short.
as her husband works overtime,
You got
operating
taxed.
very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to
Have the
tell you
information and
that
speaking
she
in the
is
affirmative, please.
so much
Hold
richer.
on, I got
Because
distracted
with
by
no tax
this.
on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
I got distracted.
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan.
She's like, I'm already standing.
She's like, thank you. They ran out of seats.
We're fighting for you, Megan.
That dude got a bingo hall mic.
Can also activate
Yeah,
your
he do.
children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it.
I didn't name it. I swear I didn't name it.
There was that too. It got a on the no tax on tips. It also had a threshold of 25,000. I forgot about that too.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes, it did. So I remember there was other of that too.
Something that's so special.
It mostly helps you lower your taxable income by potentially
But
reducing your
not
tax
really,
bracket.
because if you still work more hours, you're not lowering your tax burden.
Maybe they assume that's not for folks who going
$250 million.
But
make that a couple dollars.
But you're tax exempt. You're not getting overtime.
And then it said married couples filing jointly can't double the deduction. By the way, it's 25,000 per return.
Well, then that makes it even worse.
That's
This
why
is
folks was
super
mad
loophole.
about that.
Yeah.
I asked Michael, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that. But I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember acknowledging so many folks.
Accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.org. Trump.gov, TrumpAccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs. I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for
so
our
we're
country,
pulling into where he would
both
actually
economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
I got the facts
They
check
were
stuff
ripping
up
us
too.
so bad.
This is not up yet, what he's talking about now, but it will be in a
Even
minute.
the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done, and they're happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth, and the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong.
Really?
And then just
That's
4 days
interesting.
ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling.
he really gonna do that with him right there.
Right there.
The good news is that almost all countries and corporations want
Hold
to
up.
keep the deal.
Was that all of them? I don't think that
that
was
they
all of
already
them.
made.
It wasn't. There's quite a
Yeah.
few people missing.
Yeah.
Enough showed up to where they don't look like total losers. You know what I mean? Like to where they just don't look like we
Here,
can all
here, I'll put you
boycott.
up. I'm sorry.
Well, and who knows? Some of them might.
For many years.
I mean, I don't know how many of them actually
What'd you say,
travel
Dan?
either, though.
No, I said enough of them showed up to where their party just don't look like total losers. You know what I mean? Like we just gonna skip it. I guess you still got some that was like we're definitely gonna have some decorum about it. We're gonna be there. But all of the main characters in the movie, they're not there. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
The AOC,
But I was talking about the
You was talking about the Supreme Court.
the Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
yeah. No,
Oh, I
I don't
thought you
know.
talking about
It
the
looked like there was
Democrats.
only like 5 of them, right?
It looked like it was less than that. I try to rewind it real quick.
Some
while
of
he
them
was
are older though, right? Like
That
I
was-
don't know how much
that
they
means
actually
At
going
bedtime,
somewhere.
they usually all be there.
I ain't saying they got a bedtime. Come on, Cash. Just didn't say that. I didn't say that.
That was low key rage bait.
I did not say
You
that.
came with the rage bait in. You're like, yeah, they denied it.
They're
Like,
happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly. And 22 Nobel Prize winners.
Let's see.
in
You can count how many of them there.
This is gonna be
They got it
where
totally
people
wrong.
actually rewind it
They got it
and
really
keep
wrong.
replaying it.
And then just
and
4
keep
days
calling
ago, an
them.
unfortunate ruling from the
Well, the
United
fact
States.
check should be rolling in a second too, because I got to.
Here we
talk
go.
about the gas, and I want to talk about that in
One-
a
They
second
all
as
there.
well. Are they all there?
2.
gang.
1, 2.
I don't
Gangs
see
look like-
Ketanji Brown.
No, that's only 4 of them. That's
3?
the
Okay,
Republican,
Republican. So just the
Yeah.
Republicans.
Sotomayor,
Kavanaugh-
she isn't there.
Kavanaugh's
Kavanaugh.
not there.
That is
that's
him right
that's
there.
Kavanaugh right there.
Okay,
And
I'm
then
about to
that's
say, wait a minute.
Amy. Gosh,
Yeah.
let me
That's-
not say their
that's the
whole
other
name
new one.
wrong.
Yeah, so Ketanji Brown Jackson is not there. Where's my man Clarence Thomas?
That's what I was saying. Like some of them are also like they may be older. Like I don't know if they
What is
really
that
going
supposed
out.
to mean?
I'm not trying to be out here with y'all. I'm not trying to be out here with y'all.
What's her name? Gator man, what was her name?
RGB.
Sure.
Yeah,
She was there.
RGB.
she definitely was. Look, she sipped some coffee and took some no-dos, and she was in the building.
Yeah.
She was built different though. We ain't even gonna lie. She
Nah,
was hitting that grandma in the gym kind of
This is
status.
different. This shows.
Okay, so it's
This is state of the
Justice
union.
Roberts. So Justice Roberts, Clarence Thomas, Stephen Breyer, Alito, Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, Coney Barrett, and Ketanji Brown Jackson. So I think
Supreme Court's unfortunate.
You don't really get to see them all like that. That's why it's.
They have pictures. They're right there.
Oh wait,
Here you go.
wait, hold on. I'm not
He
looking at
went
that. I'm
right
looking at
back
the
to
pictures.
him that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate ruling. So yeah, like this is what's
Yeah, I'm
going
looking
on
at
right here.
pictures.
Trying to put him out on Front Street like that's gonna make a difference. That's crazy.
So Scalia isn't there. Sotomayor isn't there. Clarence Thomas isn't there. I don't think Breyer is there. He's not there.
Here's the four faces. So
yeah, I'm looking at
there
the
are
faces
9
and looking at
justices.
pictures.
So more than 50% are not present. That's all that we wanted to look.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Powerful country safe.
It is.
Yeah, Jason was right. The public scolding like a mug.
As I said, he just
Because of the threat of
I don't think I've ever seen nothing like that.
Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested.
Also drip in the comments. Do y'all think that that's fair?
Probably better.
Do you think it's fair? Or do y'all think that that's a bit too far? Or would you have done it differently?
Congressional action will not.
Or not at all?
It's already time tested.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like it's a. Here, I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead and rock.
By foreign countries will, like in the past.
No, I'm just gonna say this is mild for him. He usually go a little harder than this. This is you know. This is yeah. You losers right there. You know what I mean? He low key was mild with it. This was tenderloin rage bait. This wasn't full on rage bait.
Dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America.
Okay, so Jason said thumbs up. He liked it. Okay, so you felt like it was fair. Y'all tried to embarrass me. Y'all try to do that before I get up there and talk about it. No, how about I do that to you? Okay, I see you, Jason. I see how you rocking.
Yeah. Definitely not a turn your cheek Republican.
I ain't never
New
seen
Yorker,
like
I
that
should
before.
say. He not honestly at this point, he's not even a Republican, man. He's just a New Yorker.
Yeah, I mean, it's court of public opinion is where he's getting his get back at.
Yeah.
Who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now, the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly use the word affordability, a word they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
Wow.
His fact check said, he said, I inherited inflation at record levels. They said that's inaccurate because with Biden, it peaked at 9%, which was the highest in around 40 years, not of all time. But by the time he left and Trump took office, it was at 3%. And then after that, it's zigzagging until year over year inflation is now about 2.4%.
Because we're like in a point of contention and unknown because of the effects of the tariffs. We'll let him rock a little bit.
She ready to cry.
The price of eggs is down.
Who's about to cry? I was looking at something else.
Elizabeth Warren. I said she looks so mad, like she got that pissed off. I might shed a tear. Angry woman mad. Like I'm not sad, but I'm just pissed. Like I can't stand you.
And even beef, which was very high.
Yeah, she got one on her face. You know how some people they get mad, they get all red, especially around their nose and stuff. And she's one of them people. Like all the blood rush that she's upset, like right there.
Just a short time ago.
Yeah, but she, that's grandma. I'm so disappointed in you. Like she got that kind of
especially energy. When they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it.
That grandma mad at you.
Big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. Since the passage of
Here we go.
the Unaffordable Care Act,
Caused by who?
sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not
You
for
playing at the Democrats.
With our
That's
government
crazy.
giving
You're
them
pointing at people?
hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great healthcare plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own healthcare, which will be better healthcare at a much.
Okay, so we got to have a talk about the healthcare situation. I'm confused on what he means by giving money to the people when people could technically still always use their own money to buy healthcare if that's what they wanted.
Yeah, he talking about that. He talking about subsidies, getting rid of that altogether and letting them get that money directly to them for them to make
But it will be
decisions
less
with.
money. So if I give you $10,000, that's going to be significantly less than you having a partnership with, whatever healthcare system who get a discount by working with someone. Because now I only got 10 racks. I got 10 racks for the year. That's it. It's gone.
Smart people who are worried about insurance is gonna look into it. Folks that don't even use it now, they're gonna pocket that money and go to the mall, or they're gonna do what they want to do with it.
Then they get hurt. Then what happens? What happens when they don't have the cash? They back in the whole medical bankruptcy system, and then taxpayers are still paying it off because they're gonna write that off as a loss. That doesn't.
Right.
I disagree with this. I disagree with that.
Talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs.
Stop the cap.
Anywhere.
Stop the cap. It's not even, first of all, it's not even possible. Because there's some places that they don't pay nothing because they have governments that is wrapped up into their actual taxes. So that's cap because it's not even possible.
Well, I mean,
zero.
In some places, we have people that don't pay anything for medicine too. So,
no, that's real. You get the right
it's
plan.
Going to be the lowest. He's saying it's going to be the lowest. I'm saying that's not possible if there's other countries where they go in and they pay nothing to get a prescription, like everybody. So that's not possible. That's all I'm saying. It's like math-wise, that's not possible. Unless all of us ain't paying nothing, y'all go get that medicine for free. Okay.
And I didn't name that one either, by the way.
Yeah, just in that situation, it really just solely depends on what kind of plan you got.
Here, yeah, but I'm just saying, if you overseas and they got a society where they go in, you don't pay nothing.
He said it's somebody.
For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
I mean, as you should. If you're talking about you going to have babies, why is it so expensive for them to have a baby, I guess?
And low-key embarrassing to put her out there like that.
Well, yeah, because now everybody know that she have this.
You just violated how many HIPAA laws did we just violate?
For real. You're right.
I
now
mean,
she gonna come back. I'm sorry, Karen. You keep trying, girl. Like,
right now you have people walking up to you that don't even know you.
I'm not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody.
I guess from my perspective,
me to say,
you shouldn't be embarrassed.
Let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John,
you got the most famously hated man congratulating you for not being able to have a baby and buying a medicine on his website.
You ain't wrong.
The trolls are coming. I'm telling you.
They are.
Demand from AI data centers could unfairly
she's sterile from sipping that Trump Kool-Aid. She's a maggot. You know how that's gonna go.
Negotiated the new ratepayer protection pledge. You know what that is?
Oh, this cat about to
the
be.
major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory, so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed.
Very true.
So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns. You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of 2 from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up into thousands single-family homes.
But what about their children companies? What about the other companies that roll up under the overarching company?
Well, I mean, you can have a whole bunch of shell companies that.
Yeah, so basically, you got 1,000. I got 1,000 companies. That got 1 million options.
Really, that's what we want.
You know, like I can do what you mean.
Corporations are doing just
fine. Because then those companies have companies under them.
Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon.
I don't know about that one.
We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security.
Who is they?
Medicare. Medicaid.
Who is they?
They is Democrats. Yeah.
He's in the office.
Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people because the stock market has done so well.
I was saying yes, because of the stock market. Your 401ks, by the way, are leveraged by the stock market.
Half of all of
they do
bad. Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these oft-forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year as we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market. Let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
When are you gonna do that? Yeah, just clapping for that because who knows if that's gonna happen. I've yet to see that. I am actually interested to see how this will fly or fall.
They stood up for that. I can't believe
Yes. Everybody should.
Look, he don't care. He got smoke for everybody today.
Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she was here?
Ooh. All right, that was a good one.
He didn't turn this into a roast session, is what he did.
That was a real deal. Holyfield. Everybody know about her stocks.
Even she had to clap for that one.
Everybody like that doggone Nancy.
I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plunging,
I like that 401k idea.
There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President J.D. Vance.
So fact checked on that. It's an unproven dollar figure. It says that the assistant U.S. attorney Joe Thompson said in December that the Medicaid programs being audited had billed $18 billion since 2019. That were, and half or more were possibly fraudulent.
Playing, Dave. Can I
Not
have
the
some
18 billion.
If this what we do on camera,
I'm gonna just mute him. If not the 18, where is that? So possibly around 9 billion from the audit. It says about 100 defendants have been charged for defrauding federal programs.
Brings those problems right here to the USA, and it is
that number is probably even higher.
Who pay the price and higher.
That's just a number he said it was 18 billion, and about half or more it said were due to fraud. So that'd be like 9-10 billion. Still a lot of money. I don't care. Billions a billion.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also to note,
was only 5
it
years
says
old
that
in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
we gotta talk about the food stamps stuff too. Remind me about that when we get done, because that's actually kind of wild. Apparently, the food stamps, he said that the tax and spending law expanded work requirements that may remove 2.4 million off food stamps. This is in fact true. They would lose access due to the requirements. Requirements include that they expanded the work requirements, mandating that parents of dependent children 14 and older have to go to work, volunteer, or do job training at least 80 hours a month. The law required this part: adults 55 to 64, veterans, people experiencing homelessness, and people who were formerly in foster care to meet the new requirements, and exempted Native Americans. That's for SNAP. So no Native Americans. To note, 42 million low-income people receive benefits through SNAP. So 2.4 million is not,
exempting Native Americans means they're not, that they don't have to have the work requirement.
I didn't know anything about the Native Americans.
Okay, but that just means they have their own requirements for whatever they got going on anyway.
Yeah. Plus, they got a lot of, medical is nothing.
I was gonna say, I thought that they had their own thing anyways. I didn't really realize that they were.
They do. They kind of do.
Hard to believe it.
They got free hospitals and everything.
In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead.
We're trying to focus on the policy-related stuff. Some of it is interwoven, but do you have any other fact check?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch. So, another one is that he said that under former President Biden, millions and millions of people poured into the U.S. prisons from the U.S. from prisons and mental institutions. They're saying there's no evidence that countries are emptying their prisons. Also, he said that during Biden's administration, about 12,000 murderers came to the U.S., and that's not true. In 2024, there was a letter that 13,000 non-citizens convicted of homicide who are not in immigration detention. So there's some false stuff kind of going on with that, but he's painting the narrative. The other one is Trump said we've hit a record high in the stock market. So
that's true.
It says that common stock market metrics have hit multiple highs during his second term, but it needs context because it said that the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones have risen consistently since dipping after Liberation Day. And then when he announced tariffs for nearly every country, and then it said days before this address, the S&P went up about 14% compared to the start of his second term, which the Dow was.
I don't think anybody's negating the fact that the stock market goes up. That's pure numbers. What we're talking about is probably his reason for it.
So let's talk about tariffs real quick. Trump said tariffs are paid by foreign countries. They said this is false. But U.S. businesses pay to import taxes to the federal government. It said in the past, foreign companies sometimes lower their prices to absorb some of the tariffs. But studies show that during the first Trump administration, tariffs were passed almost entirely to U.S. firms or final consumers. So you as the people were the ones paying the difference. And it says that the tariffs have harmed farmers who struggle to sell their crops and face rising prices for equipment and supplies. And nobody really talks about the equipment and supplies part because that probably has to be imported as well. And he also said that tariffs could replace income taxes, but they're saying that the math doesn't add up to do that.
Of the United States, and also for helping people clean
this
up.
This is according to
PBS
snow. News, PBS.org, by the way.
Because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. I'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money.
I better watch out with all this fact checking because he might take their publish.
So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, pretty much.
Didn't he already cut their programs?
One of the great things about
the kid programs on PBS
is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight, I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support.
Oh, you're about to judge you not standing. This is about to be funny.
The government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
He's looking around to see who's still sitting. He's looking around to see who's sitting. Ooh-wee.
I mean...
Ooh, they got a close-up. I feel like this might be one of the most divided State of the Union addresses.
I'm pretty sure it's been some other ones that just haven't been televised.
Maybe this blatant, I suppose.
Yeah.
He turned this into like some kind of like roast session. Drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that this is valid to go about? Did America need a refresher or a change up remix to how the State of the Union is done? Or do you want it to go back to being more formal? Just come to me with the things we have. You ain't got to talk about none of that other stuff. Just do that boom, bada bing, bada boom, and get out. Drop some drip. Let us know. What do y'all think? Do you like the new way? Or do you like the old way? Listen. That's the longest clapping I think I've ever seen. They still clapping.
This is like wasting time, though. That's what this is. Like, it's actually...
Like, he doing this to so-called try to give them time to stand, but it's really just a smug way of just saying, hey, look who care about America versus who don't. That's all this is.
That's how he doing up there.
Yeah,
we're not gonna see a State of the Union like this after he's gone.
Yeah, this is it. Not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
So them arguing up here in the middle of this is
not
first of
worth it.
all, my critique is this: we are on the world stage, even though we're in America, and this is sad. And we should not be up here arguing with each other. If y'all don't go in somebody's back quarters, whatever.
that they gave her a close up because she got on her name tag released the Epstein file.
That's what it says.
Yeah, that's what she got.
I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act. To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. That cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID.
Is that a separate ID from all the stuff I already got?
We talked about, well, we haven't released the video yet, but we recorded about Safe Act. But
all voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote.
Now that's where we on the same page. Well, you said voter ID, which is different.
Well, to get a voter ID, you should have to have citizenship.
Mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None.
Now, I disagree with that.
Yeah, me too.
This should be an easy one.
People too busy for that.
89%, including Democrats.
Busy. You don't even have enough places for people to go. Number one. Number two, people aren't efficient. You're gonna have manual issues with some of that stuff, anyways. And yeah, I'm anti that.
There's people that have to work. There's people that get sick. There's a lot of things.
Speak to them a lot. They had policy, but
it's just to discourage.
Said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Want them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a social security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good. Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
I agree people should show ID, but at the same time, there should be multiple ways to be able to vote. We should not be prohibited.
If you already show your ID,
you already
showed
know
your ID, then yeah, you should be able to.
Even the mail-in, you already know who I am.
Because you had to provide your proof. Well, in most states, you have to
There's
provide
only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things. You almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John.
I think he's going to eat those words. Because I don't think that they're going to have to cheat in the midterms. Unless there's a real big U-turn that helps, that happens economically. People are hurting badly.
In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia.
I didn't think Eliana was going to even show.
Socially transition her to a new gender.
I'm shocked they even there.
A boy.
Wow.
And hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
I'm very confused because I definitely would not have wanted you to put the camera on me if that was my situation. I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay,
The lady with
so is that a transgender person?
yeah, so she was trying to transition as a boy, and
Okay.
then the parents was like, "No, you're not about to do that." And she was in
Okay.
the state, and they pulled the child back
somebody was up here and said that
and transitioned
what's wrong with
her
him?
to a girl back to a
Now
girl.
we have to say it
Okay.
because it's going on all
So
over
she is a
numerous
girl.
states.
She is
originally.
biologically a girl, but was
Okay.
transitioning
But
to a
surely we
boy.
can
Went
all
to a
agree
boy's
no state can be allowed to rip
situation.
children from their parents' arms and
Okay.
transition them.
Thank you for
to a
that
new
because I
gender
thought that he
against
was
the parents'
applauding
will. Who would
transgenderism.
believe that we
No, he was applauding the
Nah.
fact that the parents had rights to say we're not doing that.
Okay.
And breaking HIPAA laws.
Yeah, and yes.
Listen,
For the second time tonight.
that is crazy.
I'm just like
He's done this twice on Coochie. Okay, we just go. He's done this twice on Coochie tonight.
I'm pretty sure he talked to him about it, but it just still like you just opening them up for the trolls.
Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we?
This is starting to sound like church.
I mean, what I will say is that I've never really seen like a president of just like Republicans. Basically, what it's looking like. And and usually after you're done with the divisive behavior, it doesn't continue like this to this degree.
Because you won.
He dragging it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, he's dragging it. He's dragging it. So I feel like this is the shakeup that might have been needed because decorum is going to be such a powerful, strong thing after this. When he leave office, man, it's going to be a lot of polished diamonds coming through. It needs to be at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have people stand up and say, you know what, I can do better than this.
Exactly.
I can do better than this.
I think we about to have a whole everything that's been done is about to be blue hair, rainbows, all of that.
No, I don't think that even that's gonna be a thing because even that's too much. That's still
depends on who it depends on who you elect, who run it.
I'm sensitive what's gonna get elected.
It's left for stain on certain parties. You know what I mean? So now it's like we gotta come better now because it didn't work. We were too free and too happy about it.
For anybody who we kind of were talking over, Melania Trump is having a foster care youth program.
Okay,
so
awesome.
that was
cool.
What that was around.
I
mean, I'm glad that she has something like that. You know, kind of the equivalent of like what Michelle Obama was doing with the nutrition and stuff. You know, it's good she has something.
Christianity and belief.
Yeah, she got a movie and she got a program.
Tremendous.
I mean, we ain't gonna talk about that movie.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying in general, she got some shine. That's really the main thing.
Yeah.
They see her, you know what I mean? They see.
Well, it's about legacy. She can't just.
I mean, the movie is not about. Oh, here we go.
My great friend Charlie Kirk, great guy, great man.
Nah,
it's the part when she started fake crying.
If y'all seen the TikToks, it's been crazy. The way they trolled this lady is diabolical.
And martyred, really martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
She said stand.
She's standing.
Is she standing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it looked like she's sitting. Okay.
Even if she is, it's I think it's fine. We can, you know, she gets enough going on.
I just don't understand trying to look sad. We done spend weeks of smiling and giggling.
We must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God. And we
But
must
he-
totally
after all that,
reject
we want
political
to-
violence of any kind.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But everybody stood for that, though. Okay.
Yeah, because we technically should be one nation.
And we love
Yeah.
bringing it back. And it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to
You just
be
had him,
joined
bro.
tonight
You
by
just had him.
a woman who's been through
You
hell,
like yanked it
Anya
back again.
Turetska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman, Irina, fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster
This
who had been
lady.
arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget. There were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly.
Oh, she
She had
passed
escaped
away.
a brutal war
Yeah.
only to be
Yeah.
Oh
slain
my
by a
God.
Oh, yeah.
hardened criminal set free to kill in America. Came in through open borders. Mrs. Zaretska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
I can appreciate him doing that because they really tried to bury that story.
Yeah.
It was all over X.
But this could have quite easily been used as a we all got to come together for the
Right.
betterment of America and stop things like this
How
from
do you
happening.
not stand?
But it didn't.
I'm
It turned
asking
into a
this Congress
specific
to
group
pass tough
targeting
legislation to
to.
ensure that violent and dangerous
Yeah.
repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there.
Everybody
That's-
vote for that. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the kind
And
of
that Indiana baseball situation too with that girl when she got stabbed. That's another
That's
one.
really I mean,
Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana, big success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen?
I think I saw a fact check on that one. Washington,
In
D.C.
fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago.
It says that murders, R-words, aggravated assaults, and robberies are down by 28%
One sick
compared to
people, one of
last
the
year.
Brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround
A 65%
was 20-year-old West
decrease as
Virginia
of
Army
year to date.
National Guard Specialist
It's
Sarah
still
Beckstrom.
good. Any crime going down.
Yeah,
DC
yeah.
was
No, I'm
wild.
just-
But he putting 20 on 10 like
She
a mother.
voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud.
But
of
crime
her.
was already going down.
But the very next
uh,
day, she was
trending
on
down.
patrol near the White House when she was ambushed. And
People are too
shot
hungry
in
Also,
to
the
commit
head by a
crimes.
terrorist
87%
monster
drop
from
in
Afghanistan.
carjackings as well.
Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our
All very
nation.
good
She was
things.
shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like her. So sorry. Thank you very much. A great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother, named Melody, who I spoke to the same night. And she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone. But his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying. And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melanie? She turned out to be right.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him. He
That's
actually
crazy.
looked all right. Yeah.
She said, my baby gonna be all right.
Y'all gotta stand for that at least.
She said, my baby gonna be all right. Now, these are the things that, like, this is like a positive thing to bring. I hope he brings it back in with something.
With the policy, yeah.
Yeah, like a policy where, like, it's a positive America first, America come together kind of situation.
Amazing, actually.
Let's see.
I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death. And we're talking about the edge of death. Mm-hmm. On his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah, whoever his speechwriter is, they're not interweaving this well.
Slash.
If even following his speech.
There you go. There you go. Because you know you missed it when he started.
No, he probably got some talking points. He started off very sharp.
He started off very sharp.
Staff Sergeant
and then
Andrew Wolf and the great family
went off into
Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
Earned.
Oh yeah, yeah. He got that one.
Yes, he did.
Ain't nobody take that one away.
I dare him. Take your hat off.
I know one thing.
Right.
If that man ain't married, when he get married, his wife go, listen, you gonna listen to his mama. That one right there.
Yeah, she know what's up.
That one right there. I hope you like living wherever they from.
Listen,
that's where you gonna be.
He gonna, rightfully so, he gonna live in the basement. I'm not mad at that. Stay home.
He might be close. I ain't gonna just throw him out there. My goodness.
No, you just saying because she got him.
Yeah, she do got him.
That's like a praying woman.
No, man, that's a prayer warrior. You stay close to those,
right? That's mama a prayer warrior.
We're proud.
I'm not moving out.
No, we building the wing. We building the wing over here, baby. This right here, like Simba. This is
our country has never been stronger. My first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, And of course, the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
Okay, I also got NBC News up as a fact check
And
as
I
well.
also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
He said, yeah.
Thumbs up.
Marco,
Yes.
okay.
Sit down.
He said, yeah, all right. Y'all mess with Marco. Okay.
People like you.
That's what I just said.
100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
My dude got a poker face, though.
Yeah, he definitely had a
All
poker
day.
face. He didn't have to
Like,
learn how to get that.
You say I don't trust nothing.
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both living and dead,
Hold
has
on.
been
Didn't they just
returned
do something to
home. Can you
Ukraine?
believe that?
Hold on. Don't do that.
Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that was possible. Both living and dead. And those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. It was an amazing period of time. And they came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds.
Russia
But I said
invaded
those
them
last 20
and
are going
almost
to be tough. We got them back, but we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug.
That's good.
It's a tough,
Because
tough thing to do.
respecting the dead is
Going through
one thing that
bodies
you
all
should.
over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy, as happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, sir, we have our boy back. What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job.
That showed empathy, which I'm proud of.
And we're working very hard to end the ninth war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
These names, man.
There's not a ceasefire. They're asking, the UN's asking for a ceasefire. They're asking for a ceasefire, but I don't think there's actually a
The United
ceasefire.
States never to allow Iran to obtain a
that's
nuclear
new.
weapon. Many decades since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings
Okay,
of
no,
the
yeah, fact check.
roadside
The
bomb.
war is not ceasefire.
And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb. And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protests, 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat
Where
of
is this at again?
serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, in particular.
Oh, is he talking about Iran?
Nuclear weapons.
Yes.
Yet they continue, starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want
I'm trying to find the fact check.
And are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Look like, are we going to address Mexico?
We'll talk about the 8 wars. Remind me after wraps up, because there's exaggeration for some of it.
We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong, because hopefully we will
$1 trillion
seldom
is
have to
crazy.
use this great power that we built together. It's really called
poking
peace
the bear,
through
now you're
strength, and it's been very, very effective.
I mean, money doesn't always mean strength.
$1 trillion. And we were talking about budgets and all that stuff, and now we talking about dropping the trillion.
So thanks to Republican in Congress, we're investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a
I
lot
bet
of jobs.
Boeing
But
is
we're not
happy
even doing
about
it for
that. I
that
bet
reason.
Raytheon's happy about
President
Raytheon,
said we have more jobs,
yeah.
more people working today than ever
General
before.
Dynamics is probably
Palantir.
happy about that.
And NATO
Halliburton's
countries
probably
are
happy
friends and
about that.
allies. They are.
I'm sure
They're our friends and
Palantir.
they're our allies. Have just agreed at my very strong
Elon.
request to pay 5%
Because that
of
Starlink stuff.
GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 3. And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily. One meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up. Now 5%, then they're paid. And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces.
This is going on to be
setting
one of the
records
longer State of
for
the Union.
recruitment.
I was
This
going to
is
say, it
so
seemed like
exciting.
it's
And
longer
every
than most
service
of them.
member recently.
Interesting.
And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776. You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things. A lot of money. We have much more money than people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money, and it was $1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, "What's the number?" $1,775. I said, "Wait a minute. For one more dollar, we can have $1,776. It's going to." I said, "We're going to figure that." I never asked anybody if we could afford it. One more dollar. I said $1,776, and I said, "That's good." And I'll tell you what, our military. That was 4 months ago. Our military. I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it. So we're honored to do it. They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also.
They don't get mentioned enough.
Everybody gets lumped into first responders. Plain Dame about to lay it down.
You know, I was looking up how long the State of the Union typically is. It's usually like about an hour or so. We're rolling up on 2 hours, y'all.
Our national interests and defend our country.
I'm cool, but I am at the slanted eye part of the
years, large swaths of
it is getting late,
including large parts of Mexico. Really large.
I get more and more Far East.
Mexico have been controlled by murderous cartels. That's why I designated these cartels.
The Supreme Court, by the way, it said it's normal that all of them don't show up.
Declared
okay. Now we talking about Mexico
as a weapon of mass destruction. And with our new military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that. We very seriously damaged the fishing industry also. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore. We've also taken down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday. In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, very impressive, very impressive. They couldn't believe, they all watched, they saw what happened. This is a different fighting force that we had years ago when we fought to tie. You know, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby. As we did that.
I just said Space Force. Elon getting some money for Starlink. Elon about to get some money for the Space Force. So let me check the fact check though on some of these. So I'm mostly looking at pbs.org and then looking at NBC News, by the way.
Not only defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice.
Drop some drip in the comments. We did talk about this briefly. Do you think that, then we have a poll too, check out our community tab. Do you think it's liberating or us
also opens up a bright new beginning
involving ourselves in Venezuela?
Of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. With us tonight is Alejandro Gonzalez. She grew up in a tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved uncle Enrique. But after Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison.
Did not know that.
Alejandro feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down.
Now that's an interesting story. I wonder what the ties there are.
Right.
Because the US don't be big up in nobody unless you did something for the US. Typically. So I wonder what's the real tea on that, because they said that he said that he was against Maduro, basically was shipped to the side.
Have a good time.
Like, was he an informant or something? Like, now I gotta look into that.
Right.
There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever in the eternal chronicles of military valor.
Any details?
Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter. A big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine, many, many American warfighters.
Okay.
Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was.
He does a good job of visual storytelling.
Under the cover of night.
Yeah.
And
like of those things. Yeah, like he does a good job of doing that part.
This was a major
I give him that.
military installation.
Holy water on a dog
Protected by
tags.
thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out? Not too good. While preparing to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit very badly in the leg and hip, one bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg into numerous pieces.
Oh, wow.
And yet, despite the fact that the use of his legs was vital to successful helicopter flight, legs are the most important part of flying a helicopter. To deliver the many commandos who would capture and detain Maduro was the only thing Eric was thinking about. Then, even as he was gushing blood, which was flowing back down the aisle, the helicopter lands at a steep angle. The machine gun stood right in front of him. They were right in front of him, 2 machine gunners who escaped the wrath of the previous planes. Eric maneuvered his helicopter with all of those lives and souls to face the enemy and let his gunners eliminate the threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could.
He is doing a great storytelling visualization of this.
From what could have been a catastrophic crash.
You almost there. You can smell the
blood.
Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission. Probably would have happened.
Whoever wrote this need to keep writing
if that didn't happen.
Yeah, because he's definitely reading it. Whenever he reading right, he's reading.
Also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and landing, and people knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife, Amy, Eric, and Amy, come on in.
My dude's standing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's there. I mean, he did. Whoever wrote that, I want to let's talk about that for a second. People get paid to write these speeches for public figures and so forth.
Right.
Whoever wrote that did a great job. They wrote it in a way that
Cinematic.
and the way he would speak it. And that to me is art. When we start talking about art and quality of stuff, they wrote that in a way that they heard him speaking it when they wrote it so he could deliver it because they know he goes sound like XYZ.
Eric and Amy.
They did a great job.
In recognition of
that was
tailored
pretty well to his personality.
I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
He already striped up.
Yeah, it looked good on him though.
Yeah, he is striped up. He like, yep. Whatever he said I did that stuff. He on that walker too. The fact that he can stand up that long is cold.
Oh, you know it hurt.
You know it hurts.
What up, Joe?
Oh, hey Joe.
Big dog.
Oh, and then I'm sorry, Jason. I didn't see your comment either. I apologize. I did not see that in there. Understood on your stance on that, Jason. And then shout out to Joe. We see you here. What's up, Joe? How you doing? Drop some drip in the comments. You think that what's going on with what's being said is real?
With a lot of their fellow
or you think it's got a little bit of spice on, or you think it's just fabricated?
We brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted to change back too. And 10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House. And Eric will do that. Thank you.
That's actually wow. He's standing up that long.
Yeah,
that's
they gotta he hurting right now.
His wife is just probably like, you hurt, baby. Let's go. And he like, nah, I got this.
You like, I waited all my life for this.
That's a big one.
Our veterans deserve to be, celebrated.
American patriots, but there is one last living legend to honor before we go. He is one more heroic American aviator, Navy fighter pilot. Royce Williams served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions.
Ooh.
In the skies over Korea in 1952.
That's the dude you thought was 100 years
Royce
old.
was in the dogfight of a lifetime.
Well, you said
I knew he was gonna get honored for something. He's sitting next to Melania.
His squadron was ambushed by 7 Soviet fighter planes. It was his first aerial combat of the war, and despite being massively outnumbered and outgunned, Royce led the takedown of 4 enemy jets and almost destroyed the others, vanquishing his adversaries while taking 263 bullets to his own plane and being seriously hurt. His story was secret for over 50 years. He didn't even want to tell his wife, but the legend grew and grew. But tonight, at 100 years old, this brave Navy captain is finally getting the recognition he deserves. He was a legend long before this evening. Royce, please stand up, and I will ask the First Lady of the United States to present Captain Royce Williams with his Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah. Okay, so homeboy is 99 and he's 100. Okay. He didn't even know he was getting. He's like, oh.
Yeah, he like, I thought I was just gonna be sitting with the ladies tonight. He said, brother, you being honored. He like, hey.
Oh, okay. He got the hearing aids. So he probably can't hardly see you and all that. But
Right.
you know what? Go ahead, get it.
Yeah, he know he getting the medal.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
said, I'm 100, but I look 60.
He look happy though, right there.
And
So,
he got them stripes on his shoulders too. So
wonder...
he done made some noise in his day. You about to say something, Jim?
No, I'm trying to. I want to see statistically to see how often we honor
Congressional Medal of Freedom.
Yeah, we honor.
I mean,
Well, how often
usually
we honor in
when
the State of the Union?
like, at the State of the Union.
Yeah, I'm just curious
It's
how
probably gonna be
often we
once
do it.
every State of the Union.
Definitely, someone gets a Purple Heart for something. I've never watched a State of the Union where that didn't happen.
Yeah, Joe said he's just proud to make it to the gym. And dude won the whole Korean War. Well, shoot. I mean, his plane took 260 something bullets.
Right.
But so when somebody say "Make America Great Again," like that's what I think about is the heroics of people who did more with less. People who care about the country. That's what I think about.
Right.
I've always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself, and I wouldn't know why I'd be taking it. But
wow,
if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday. But that's our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor.
You can't get it because of bone spurs.
It's an honor to be in the same room with you. Thank you both very much, Eric. Thank you.
But yeah, congrats to homeboy.
Yeah.
So usually 1 to 3 veterans are honored during the State of the Union. Some years there's none, and some years there's several. And then apparently in Melania's box, there's 20 to 25 people that she has in there. I didn't know that either.
250 years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another sense, it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. 2 of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years before that, on July 4th, 1826, the author of the Declaration of Independence, brilliant, Thomas Jefferson, drew his last breath. Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief chapters, Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies.
All right.
And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. For years, they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase, no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended.
Monetary perspective.
It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Meanwhile, everybody losing their jobs.
The President's State of the Union address, you have just witnessed history, because for the first time.
Meanwhile, folks is losing their jobs, y'all.
I knew that's what he was trying to do.
What did he do?
Log the longest speech in history.
I was gonna say it seems really, really long. I was gonna say, it said that the average speech
Should
is
be
like
about
1 hour and maybe 90 minutes tops is what I just saw that I.
Well, you got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So
which he kind of didn't.
I'll have.
There was a lot to actually cover.
Yeah.
So I can do. I'll pick a couple of things we can talk about, and then we'll get up off of this because we are gonna come back Friday.
I can't. Yeah, we gonna be here on Friday.
Okay, so we want to do this Friday. Okay, y'all. We appreciate y'all dripping with us tonight. The guys are done.
Yeah, I gotta be in the gym by 4:30. So
yeah, it's over with.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all dripping with us. We'll go ahead and I'll parse out a couple of the pieces maybe we can talk about on Friday to address it. We feel like, but who knows? Things can change very quickly. If you're new to the channel, check us out. We have far more commentary to provide, and we appreciate y'all dripping with us. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you have not, and tell 2 people you like and someone you don't. I'm your girl, Jim Jones, with the most as the host, and along with me with all this energy is my dude, Plain_Dane.
Yes, this is your band, Plain Dane, in the place to be. I'm from the CLE to the VE. Yeah, a lot of energy, but it's gone. Long day. This is a work week for us here.
Yeah,
but I'm glad you guys were able to watch this with us. This is actually kind of nice. All credits due to Jim Jones. This was her idea. She said, "Hey, why don't we just go ahead and?" Yeah, so Jim Jones was like, "Yeah, so yeah, Plain Dane, what you want to do?" I said, "Hey, let's talk about it." So here we are, y'all. I think my man Cassius Pay, aka Check Up, Check Low, Czechoslovakian, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
He got the new sounds on us.
I ain't mad at it. But yeah, this was good. I like this. I would love to we probably need to do more of these in the future. Thank you all for dripping with us. I love all the commentary that we got. This was awesome. Catch you guys on Friday.
definitely catch y'all on Friday. Guess I hit that like button if you haven't yet. Click that. Shout out to Cassius Pay for producing this for us. We'll see y'all Friday, 9 p.m. EST. I think that's right.
Peace.
No, 11. Sorry, no, I lied. 11 p.m. EST. This got me all thrown off. Look, it got me all thrown off here. What's today? Yeah. All right, y'all. We out.
Peace.
Oh, you gonna drop some new drip for y'all? Ooh wee. Ooh wee.
City hum. We begin. We slide out, lane change, late talk. Gold grin in the glass, yeah, wristwatch. Jam throwing out game like soft toss. Dame cutting through the noise, no small talk. So I'm smooth on the words we choose and bass deep like the things we're proving. Glow tucked in a cup, hold a new self in the rear view. Closer. This that glow up after hours. Tapping, ride slow while your next move flowers. Locked in, if the vibe hit, let the world know. Say so, light it up, let the bell ring low. Ding low, we don't end, we extend your groove. We wrote a soundtrack to your next move. Phone buzz, whole tribe tuned in. Laugh lines in the dark, all wins. Coach talk over crack screen light. Tech dreams on a Tuesday night.